think is the biggest or the most common way us as student athletes and professional athletes fall into that mindset? How does that happen?
The mindset of what?
Of that our sport is our foundation, that our it's either our sport or nothing kind of thing.
I would say it's about to get deep here. I would say we fall into that because we're our biggest, worst enemy. So, what I mean by that is we're our biggest, worst enemy because we're not our biggest supporter. We let everyone else dictate how we should feel, the thoughts we should have, without us supporting ourselves first. When you can support yourself and you push yourself more than anyone else can push you, whatever lane someone tries to put you in doesn't happen because you know who you are. You support yourself over anyone else. That's why we talk about this walk-on mentality, because being a walk-on, you have to be your own biggest supporter. Everyone's counting you out as soon as you join the team. You weren't supposed to be here in the first place. As a walk-on, you're really not supposed to be there. So scholarship guys, and we're the scraps. But when you're your biggest supporter, you can break through so many barriers, push through basically anything to be successful. So as athletes, we're being pushed in this column to only be rooted in athletics and only live by sport, die by sport, is because we're not supporting ourselves to the fullest. We're putting our faith in coaches. We're putting our faith in family. We're putting our faith in stats. We're putting our faith in IG. We're putting our faith in social media. All these other things except putting our faith in ourselves to pull ourselves out of that situation. We can't pour everything into everyone else and hope they give it back to us. Like we talk about, we got to pour into ourselves before we can focus on anything else. So I think once we're our biggest supporter and we support ourselves harder than anyone else does, and we are on a straight path that gets us through anything.
Yeah, that makes sense, and that's a great point. As student athletes, in a way, you have to be very selfish. Not not to where you're a jerk to other people, you don't care about other people, but you have to understand how important your time and your energy is. Because as a student athlete, you're getting pulled in all these different directions. You're doing all these things for other people. You have to make sure you're doing stuff for yourself too. So that may mean saying no to your friends to go down the street and hang out and play video games. It might mean saying no to your girlfriend or boyfriend and not going on that date because you need to study or you need to just have a night to yourself. It may mean saying no um, to whatever opportunities come up that may not be the most beneficial to you in the moment because we're busy, whether it's sports or school or extracurriculars or whatever you got going on. There's a lot. There's a finite amount of time that you get to really pour into yourself and do stuff that you want to do. So you need to take those opportunities to do so.